Good morning from Kluan Lake, Yukon Territory. That's the last time I'm going to say good morning to you from somewhere other than Alaska, at least for this trip. We woke up to an outstanding view this morning. I will share it with you. This is out the front window. And the side window. What a view to wake up to in the morning.
Good afternoon. We are about 50 miles out of Beaver Creek and have a mechanical issue with Robert's brand new fifth wheel. One of the leaf spring shackles, there's a weld and it broke off the frame. So the two tires are rubbing together. Josh and Kaylee are going to run up the highway and try to send some help and then relay a message with a trucker or somebody there so we know what's going on. But Beck and I are going to stick around. How you feeling, Robert?
You guys are the best for hanging with us.
Oh, that's the way we roll in Alaska.
Sucks.
For the record, oh, say hello, Bridget. Oh, that's Alex talking now. Those guys are very protective of their truck. Here's a quick visual. This piece right here is upside down and should be welded up against the frame. With that shackle in that wrong position, these two tires are rubbing together, which caused one of the tires to completely separate. It did not blow out though. That rear tire definitely took the brunt of it.
Yeah, it sure did.
All right, see you guys. It is a beautiful location to break down in, isn't it?
Yeah, I wish we had like a bigger shoulder, bigger, flatter shoulder.
Yeah, but come on. You could be broke down in some place without a beautiful view. It's about 3:45. I worked on a video and we ended up watching a movie, one of the next generation versions of the Star Trek movies. And a service truck has come out. So Josh and Kaylee got a hold of somebody and he's checking things out now. So let's see what's going on.
Starting to come loose. Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah, it was just welded on in the wrong place and poor design.
Yeah, yeah.
Here's a real good look at what happened. This should be upwards, but it was just simply welded right onto there and ripped out. He's got that bracket in place and it's gonna probably tack some welds, and then we'll get the leaf spring on and we'll be back on the road. Robert, you're now back in business.
We are officially back on the road. What time did this happen? Like 11 something? 11:21, and it's now
5:30.
5:30. But a nice gentleman came out with his truck and welder, and he welded up the broken parts. I don't know, it's a leaf spring and something else, right?
Yep.
And we are back on the road. Kaylee and Josh drove ahead to send help down the line, and so they are ahead of us. So we'll catch up with them at some point down the road, but now we're gonna make a run for the border again.
We've made it to Beaver Creek, and now we are crossing the Canadian border, which does not have an inspection for us going this direction. But the Canadian and U.S. borders are definitely separated. There's like this stretch of who knows what country you're in. I'm sure somebody does. This is the Canadian one. We just kind of go right around this, and down the road is the American border station. There's that maple leaf. Goodbye, Canada. Well, Robert's rig just started smoking again from that right rear. He's probably gonna get
It's the same problem again.
So it didn't hold?
Nope.
Damn.
Well, that repair didn't last for long. He wasn't able to get a really good clean weld on it because he was working around the motorhome, and all that stuff was welded on before there was like an RV, I should say. An RV onto the frame. So they're just going to offload the trailer.
Rob said you could go on ahead, and thanks again for everything.
Okay, it turns out that we are going forward by ourselves. They picked up some cell service a little bit back, so they are going to go that direction and call Toke and see if they can get this thing towed up to a shop there. Yeah, he's not too happy with that fifth wheel. But yeah, so we will just meet up with them later. And now we are on our way to Toke. But we need to cross U.S. Customs first.
Well, guys, we are here. There's the Yukon sign. That's the area we've just left. And here is the Alaska sign.
We appreciate you watching our video series. The end.
Funny. Not the beginning.
It's a long ways to go.
It is. It feels momentous to be back at this sign.
Yes, it does.
It means something.
Well, let's take a picture now.
All right. We'll mark the occasion. Now we're going to go through U.S. Customs. We're officially home. Well, that was a pleasant welcome home. We showed them our paperwork and our passports. They asked about the dogs and what groceries we had purchased while we were in Canada.
But you know, we're talking to Alaskan agents because they wanted to talk about the kayaks.
That's what I was about to say. So we get through all of the hubbub of getting back into the States, and they hand us our passports back and say, welcome home. And then the other guy perks up and he's like, you fish out of those kayaks? And that proceeded into a conversation about what kind of kayaks we have and where we fished with them. Very much Alaskan conversation. Great way to start our back in state journey. So
No, look, Boogie.
we're gonna shoot for Toke at least. Kaylee and Josh are about 10 miles north of Toke, so maybe we can meet up with them and get back on track. Not that we were really off track. We had plenty of time, but I don't feel like fixing dinner tonight more than anything. That's my goal for getting to Toke, because I want to find a restaurant and not have to make food. We're completely out of leftovers, and I made lunch for everybody today. Making dinner's just not high on my list. Look at that, we have miles instead of kilometers again. Well, we'll see what the rest of the day brings, but it's kind of winding down.
And it's a lot less fun
Oh my
to live
God,
there
look
because
at all
nobody
of
will come
them.
over to your house to play.
Wow.
If you're the dumbest at
Santa's
the table,
reindeer crossing the
the others will
road.
gang up on you in the nicest possible way and steal from you. Not enough to hurt you, but enough to tell themselves how smart they are.
Well, it sure feels good to be in our home state again, even though we're hundreds of miles from our physical home, but this is home for us. We just had our first meal because neither of us felt like cooking. So we ate at Fast Eddie's, pretty famous place here in Toke. They have a pretty good salad bar and pretty good food in general. And Robert, we've been communicating with him, and they are waiting for Good Sam's to get them a tow into Toke here. And that's a big trailer, so that thing's gonna have to be loaded up onto a low boy, and the fact that the axles aren't gonna be sitting right and the wheels aren't gonna be rolling right, it's gonna be a mess. They're in for a long night, so I wish them the best of luck, but they are sleeping literally like inches off the side of the highway, because when that thing broke, it locked those tires up and they couldn't really move. But good news is we were right behind them and I saw the smoke instantly, so they did not destroy the spare tire. So hey, that's a good thing. But they are just waiting for somebody to come on out. Needless to say, they're not too happy with that open range fifth wheel. So I don't know what kind of input you guys have on it, but they're not happy with theirs, and it's brand new. But yeah, just exhausted. So gonna head up the highway and call it a night. We are riding into the sunset, and it's probably about 9:30 at night or so. Gotta love how late the sun stays up this time of year, and it's only gonna get better. All right, guys, we're calling it a night. Appreciate you riding with us today. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and most importantly, enjoy the ride.